let's take a look at our top selections for the
Hi, everyone. The feature race on Saturday at Santa Anita is the $100,000 Thor's Echo Stakes for California-bred sprinters at 6 furlongs. It's race number 8. And this race is named after a very exciting sprinter from 15 years ago. He was trained by Doug O'Neill. His name is Thor's Echo, of course. And he won the Breeders' Cup Sprint in 2006. And he also came right back and won the DeFrancis Memorial in his very next start to clinch the Eclipse Award as champion sprinter of 2006. Let's go back in time and take a look at Thor's Echo winning the Breeders' Cup Sprint at Churchill Downs way back in 2006. It wasn't that long ago, was it? That's Thor's Echo on the outside under Corey Nakatani. Not only did Thor's Echo, a California-bred son of Swiss Jodler, win this race, he crushed the field by 4 lengths, a dominating victory by Thor's Echo. He came right back a month and a half later to win the DeFrancis and was named champion sprinter. Thor's Echo, by the way, he ended up with having won only 5 races from 28 starts, but he made $2.4 million, and he's the highest earning California-bred sprinter of all time. So that's a little background on the horse who has a stakes race named in his honor, and appropriately enough, it's for California breds. So let's go ahead and take a look at the field for the 2021 Thor's Echo. And there should be some familiar names in here. Brickyard Ride is very good. He's a graded stakes winner, 2-time stakes winner this winter. Fashionably Fast is a 5-time stakes winner. And then some decent allowance caliber type horses: Colt Fiction, Whooping Jay, Jamming Eddie, and Loudmouth. Let's first talk about the horse that I really like the most, and his name is Colt Fiction. Colt Fiction has kind of an interesting background. He began his career for trainer Chuck Treese and was banned off the track after finishing 3rd in his career debut at Odds On, and he did not resurface for quite some time. When he returned to training, he was trained by Sean McCarthy, and poor Colt Fiction became an absolute stone runoff. One morning at Los Alamitos, he worked 5 furlongs from the gate in 56-3. 56-3. Well, you can probably guess what happened after that. He worked one more time, and then he was sidelined. The owners of Colt Fiction, Jay and Julie Manouchian, were just about ready to give up on Colt Fiction, give him away to become a pleasure horse or have a second career away from the racetrack. But trainer Bill Spar he was familiar with Colt Fiction, and he believed that this horse had some ability, and he wanted to take a shot with him. So the Manouchian said, well, we'll give him one more chance, one more go-round. And they transferred him to Spar, transferred Colt Fiction to Spar. And since he began racing last summer, Colt Fiction has gone from strength to strength to strength. He returned in a maiden claiming race. He gradually improved as his career unfolded. And in 9 starts for Spar, Colt Fiction has now won 5 times, including his most recent start. Let's go ahead and take a look at the allowance race on May 7th and watch Colt Fiction. He's down on the inside. He's in last place right now, Colt Fiction is, but he's forwardly placed. This horse once was a runoff. He would lug out, but look at Colt Fiction taking dirt, sitting inside, and there's not a whole lot of room there at the head of the lane, but Colt Fiction spurted right through and won decisively by more than 2 lengths. Meanwhile, Brickyard Ride, who is the odds-on favorite, he completely chucked it, and nice win by Colt Fiction. He earned a 90 Beyer speed figure, winning by more than 2 lengths over Loudmouth, who is also in this race. A good, solid, decisive win. And Colt Fiction, I think he'll be very tough to beat. Well, I shouldn't say that. I like him to win the Thor's Echo. I'm not sure he'll be tough to beat because it is a relatively competitive race. The thing about Colt Fiction, under Spar's training, a former runoff Colt Fiction was, but he has learned to harness his speed. And in fact, 1 week ago, Colt Fiction worked 5 furlongs in 105 3/5 seconds. 5 furlongs in 105 and change. I asked Spar about the workout, and he said to me with a straight face, well, he didn't work that fast. I said, fast? He said, yeah, it was more like 106. The thing about Cold Fiction, his workout times do not reflect his current form. He starts off slow. He goes the opening quarter mile in about 28 and he blasts home. That's exactly what he did in the allowance race. He's seeking his third consecutive win. He's drawn on the inside in this 6-horse field, Cold Fiction is, but he won from the inside post last time out. This horse is an absolute pro right now, Cold Fiction is. He can take dirt. He can rally from behind. He can go inside. The only change this weekend is that Tiago Pereira, his regular jockey, has opted to stay with Fashionably Fast. And you can't really blame or fault Tiago Pereira for doing that because Fashionably Fast is a multiple stakes winner and Cold Fiction is running in his very first stakes race on Saturday. So what did Spar do? He went out and got a pretty good jockey by the name of Umberto Rispoli. Rispoli will be riding Cold Fiction for the first time, and Rispoli's riding very well right now, and he will give Cold Fiction, or should, I expect, to get another good trip for Cold Fiction, who has tactical speed. He can finish. He can take dirt. He enters the Thor's Echo with only one question. Is he good enough? I don't see why not. He actually defeated Brickyard Ride last time out. However, the Brickyard Ride from early this winter, who won the Cal Cup Sprint and the Grade 2 San Carlos before he got dusted in his last 2 starts, the early season Brickyard Ride would crush this field. So what happened in his last 2 starts, talking about Brickyard Ride? Well, 2 starts back, he was run into the ground by a suicidal rabbit. Trainer Bob Baffert had 2 in the field. It was the Kona Gold, and he had Axeman go out and do the dirty work up on the front end to set up the race for his comfort behinder, Cezanne, and that's exactly what happened. Axeman took care of Brickyard Ride, who cracked from the heat, and Cezanne came and got the money. Last time out, it was a horse named Posterize, who went after Brickyard Ride early for some unfathomable reason. And I say that because Posterize was drawn outside. He had the option of sitting second, but instead his jockey went on a suicide mission, and both he and Brickyard Ride paid the price. So the difference on Saturday in the Thor's Echo is this. There's not a horse in the field that can go with Brickyard Ride early. He should clear the field, and he could be gone if he can return to his form of early winter. He may have hit the gate as he broke last time out. I'm talking about Brickyard Ride, and he sped off to the lead. Let's go ahead and take a look at Brickyard Ride's good wins early this year. This is January 16th in the Cal Cup Sprint, and this was kind of the coming out party for Brickyard Ride. He popped the gate, he made the lead, and he was long gone to win by more than 3 lengths, and he paid a big fat 9-2 in this race. And then he came right back in his very next start to win the San Carlos in front-running fashion again. This time it was in a Grade 2 going 7 furlongs, and Brickyard Ride, after the opening half mile in 43-4, this horse is strong to the wire. He won by 4 lengths. He earned a career-high 100 Beyer speed figure, and all of a sudden, California had a new leader of the sprint division. But then came the Kona Gold, in which Axeman took care of Brickyard Ride up on the front end to set it up for his stablemate. And then last time out, Brickyard Ride was run into the ground by another pace rival. Now, it is entirely possible that Brickyard Ride has tailed off. Can't be sure. He did work a very fast 58 seconds last day before. The day before Cold Fiction worked slow, Brickyard Ride worked fast in 58 seconds flat. It's 58 or 59. At any rate, it was under his new jockey, Juan Hernandez. Alexis Centeno has been riding Brickyard Ride, but after back-to-back defeats, trainer Craig Lewis has opted to make a change to Juan Hernandez. Hernandez, by the way, is the second leading rider at Santa Anita. There are 3 top jockeys at Santa Anita: Flavian Pratt, Juan Hernandez, and Umberto Rispoli. And after that, it drops off considerably. Hernandez worked Brickyard Ride a week ago. He will be riding him in the Thor's Echo. And if Brickyard Ride breaks running, if he clears the field, if he reproduces his early season form, he could be long gone. That's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts with regards to Brickyard Ride, who I suspect is not quite as good now as he was this winter. We'll find out for sure on Saturday because Brickyard Ride is the controlling speed and is likely to shake loose, and he very well could be long gone. Okay, the most accomplished horse in the field is Fashionably Fast. Fashionably Fast is a 5-time stakes winner. A year ago, he won 4 successive stakes races, including this race in the Cal Cup Sprint, January 18th, 2020. Let's take a look at Fashionably Fast at the top of his game. And this horse, when he gets into a dogfight, he refuses to yield. Fashionably Fast. This is him winning the Cal Cup Sprint, going 6 furlongs last January 2020. Boy, when this guy is good, he is very good, and he wants to beat you. But he was off from August until January. And since returning, Fashionably Fast at age 6, he seems to lack the spark that he had a year ago. And I want to emphasize seems to, because I could be flat wrong. He's been in some tough spots. He's been facing open company. He's run short. He's run long. He's run short again. He's back with Calbreds on Saturday, and Fashionably Fast, the most accomplished horse in the field, career earnings of more than $590,000. If he shows up and runs his best race at 6 furlongs, he is good enough to win the Thor's Echo. But can he do that at age 6? I suspect perhaps not. And again, these are all opinions. I don't have any concrete answers, but I suspect that at age 6, maybe Fashionably Fast has possibly lost a step. A horse who definitely has not lost a step, in fact, he returned from a layoff just recently, is a horse by the name of Whooping Jay. His last 6 starts, 3 wins in 3 seconds, including this comeback race on May 9th at Santa Anita. It was on grass. Let's take a look at Whooping Jay, and a solid comeback win. Whooping Jay had been off since September, returned in an open allowance, a one other than against open company, and he scored a sharp win with an 86 Beyer speed figure. Now, this race was on grass, but how does Whooping Jay do on dirt? He's fine on dirt. 5 starts on dirt and 2 wins. So Whooping Jay, this is his second start back. To me, he's kind of the unknown X factor because I'm not sure how good he is, and I don't want to knock him because he could start at perhaps a hint of a price. The Thor's Echo Stakes is race number 8 on Saturday. It probably could have gotten a bigger field, except for this sad fact with regards to the California bred stakes calendar. 2 weeks from Saturday, the $100,000 Bertrando Stakes for California breds will be run at Los Alamitos. Now, the Bertrando is 1 mile around 2 turns, and the Thor's Echo is 6 furlongs around 1 turn. So maybe there's not much comparison, but the truth of the matter is there are horses in the Thor's Echo, at least one, Fashionably Fast, who could have run in both. He could run in the Thor's Echo and he could run in the Bertrando, except for the fact that the races are 2 weeks apart. Another horse that was nominated to the Thor's Echo, but he's not going to run in it because it's too close to the Bertrando, is a horse by the name of Scary Fast Smile, who is likely to be nominated to the Bertrando, again, 2 weeks from Saturday. Let's hope that in the year 2022, whoever makes the Calbred Stakes schedule will take a look at some of these races and maybe spread them out so that the good California breds can run in all the races. In the meantime, it's the Thor's Echo Stakes on Saturday at Santa Anita, and I like the improving gelding Colt Fiction, trained by Bill Spar, ridden for the first time by Umberto Rispoli. I look for Colt Fiction to wear down Brickyard Ride and win the Thor's Echo Stakes. Race 8, Saturday at Santa Anita.